Have you ever been caught in the rain? What did you do? If you've seen the movie Singing in the Rain, it's likely you thought of singing and dancing down the street, or maybe even twirling an umbrella and splashing through the puddles. Although it was made in 1952, Singing in the Rain is just as much of a beloved classic today. It's the story of a famous actor named Don in the midst of the transition from silent films to talking films. However, his vain leading lady, Lena, has a terrible voice. Luckily, he meets a beautiful, young, aspiring actress named Kathy, who has a wonderful voice. After many obstacles, musical numbers, and the help of his friend Cosmo, Kathy becomes his new leading lady. I would like to share with you 3 reasons that make this movie timeless: the songs, the story, and the spirit. Let's start with how the movie idea began. Its songs. For most, the title song would be enough to commit the movie to memory. The song is a tribute to how the main characters keep singing, even though it's raining all around them. What most people don't know is, according to the Wikipedia website, the song Singing in the Rain was previously used in a few other movies, including The Hollywood Review of 1929 and 1929, Speak Easily in 1932, and Little Nellie Kelly in 1940. Of course, many other memorable songs were drawn in, such as You Are My Lucky Star, Beautiful Girls, and Good Morning. However, the Wikipedia website notes that only Moses Supposes and Make 'Em Laugh were originals written for the movie. According to the book Singing in the Rain, The Making of American Masterpiece, the writers of the movie were told by the producer to write a storyline that evolved from the songs. The producer had already chosen the title song, but gave no further instruction than to write a story around songs from his own catalog. This explains the beautiful and bizarre songs that fill the movie. They were not just written to add to the story. Although the story was written to fit the songs, its message could not have been more timely. Which brings us to the next point, the story. Another interesting twist for the film is its historical context. Singing in the Rain was made during the Hollywood transition from silent films to talking films, just as in the movie. According to writers Hess and Dampolkar, the screenwriters received part of their inspiration from the story of John Gilbert, who had risen to the heights of stardom during the silent era, only to fall to the depths because his melodramatic acting appeared silly with the addition of sound. Contrary to his story, Singing in the Rain's hero would adjust his obstacle by dancing and would go on being a star. Although this provides the much-desired happy ending, it is much different from the story of many other cinema actors. They were driven from their fame with the addition of talking, and they no longer went on singing in the rain. While the movie mocks the problems from the early years of talking pictures, the making of Singing in the Rain was actually filled with many of the same problems. For example, in the movie, the character Lena's screechy voice is shown to be dubbed by character Kathy's rich, deep voice. However, according to the Internet Movie Database, in the making of the film, when Kathy is supposedly dubbing Lena's voice, it is actually Lena's actress, Jean Hagen, who is speaking and talking. Another amusing scene shows Lena's microphone in the front of her shirt and picking up too much of her heartbeat so you can't hear her voice. This actually happened to Kathy's actress, Debbie Reynolds, while they were filming. Despite many obstacles such as these, the actors continued to give their best, which leads us to the final point, the spirit behind the movie. The strong legacy of Singing in the Rain is due more than anything to the spirit of joy and hard work put into it. In the book Singing in the Rain, The Making of an American Masterpiece, Tony Thomas declared that this happy movie floats on music from beginning to end, and the dances that accompany this music are of such breathtaking complexity that dancers the world over have studied them ever since. The exuberance put into each dance is wonderful, considering how hard the actors work to perform them. The Wikipedia website states that Debbie Reynolds burst blood vessels in her feet while performing the challenging Good Morning song. Also, Donald O'Connor was in bed for 3 days after filming the exhausting Make 'Em Laugh song. After all is said and done, and Singing in the Rain has been analyzed countless times, it is still as lovable 60 years after it entered the cinema and inevitably American hearts. It is often said that Singing in the Rain was made just for fun, and this, in a way, is true. It brings out the child in everyone, with its random songs, endearing story, and joyful spirit. Most of all, It inspires its audience to keep dreaming, even in desperate times. It is a charge to keep on singing, even when it rains. As Cosmo said, the show must go on.